Get in, nerds. We are playing Victoria 3. I just noticed that East Africa is having a rebellion, but they haven't called us in on that, so I'm not worrying about it. Let's drop the game speed here. So I'm really keep an eye on this. I'm gonna increase the game speed. They're worried, which I'm not shocked that they are. There's a front in Kyushu. It looks like kind of a rear front. I'm gonna put the 8th Turkish Army there just to be having units there. Let me see. I'm going to raise the rest of our conscripts here. But yes, my plan is to pull France into this thing. I think they will be more than willing to be brought in. You can't bring in Russia even if they'd be theoretically interested. Wargoals, return state, North Rhine. Interesting. Let's do it. And France sides with us. Did I catch an event? For whom the bell tolls. The aged Baha'u'ddin Talhustan, leader of the armed forces, has unexpectedly expired mid-campaign, robbing the fascist party of a cornerstone politician. The question of his replacement is now on everyone's lips. Unexpected? Bah! That old bag of bones was long overdue to meet his maker. It's about time the party saw some new blood. Go with the popular but inept candidate, or the determined but haughty youngster? I'm going to go with the popular but inept candidate. 10% momentum is not, for the fascists, is not great, but if they're being headed up by someone who doesn't know what's going on, well, that's curious. They've got a communist. The fascists are led by a communist. How interesting. Just going to check our armies, because that might have reduced one, below its command limit. This guy's a brave defensive strategist. Let's put him in charge. He's an anarchist, but I'm sure that'll be chill. Alright, and for the others... Alright, we're all looking good. I'm going to once again... Well, let me check my market. Yes, we do have a tank shortage, so I'm going to once again subsidize the war machine industries in Ankara, and I think that will largely do what we need to do. So, Germany is still putting a bunch of armies on this front. But I'm putting a bunch of armies there as well, so I think that'll be just fine. Oh, this fleet is a little short. Because revolutions... Yeah, this guy's pretty good. This guy's good as well. Echoes of revolutions. The current of radical liberal thought is spreading internationally and has recently reached Turkey. Why should I concern myself with the freedom of the press? All they print is rubbish. If you knew what sort of rubbish doesn't make it to print, you might find the distinction between varieties more important than you think. Let's hear what they have to say. Ali Kosale will become a radical. Or sounds like a menace. Are we getting the Springtime of the People's event chain right now? We shouldn't be. He's the head of the industrialists. I'm going to say he sounds like a menace. In any case, France is covering this front in Europe, so I think we'll largely be good to go. I'm going to put one of our main fleets over here in Japan. And that's going to make it pretty difficult for Germany to supply any armies over here. Which, again, they are continuing to put in place. Election's looking pretty solid overall. Ballot or bullet? The particularly effective agitation that Bakir Yilmaz has been carrying out in Libya has raised questions about the ultimate goals of the Communist Party in this election cycle. It is the foremost task of the Communist Party to advance the working class to the revolutionary struggle for power. In determining its line of tactics, it should take into account the concrete internal and external situation, the correlation of class forces, the degree of stability and strength of the bourgeoisie, the degree of preparedness of the proletariat, the position taken up by the various intermediary strata, etc., in its country. The party determines slogans and methods of struggle in accordance with these circumstances, with a view to organizing and mobilizing the masses on the broadest possible scale and on the highest possible level of struggle. The Communist Party's election is a prelude to revolution. Okay, this creates a bunch of radicals. Or workers' power will be achieved through a Communist Party parliament. This gives them more momentum and fewer radicals. Yeah, I'm going to go with more momentum and fewer radicals. That seems like the right call. Alright, so... do I want to bring any more countries in on this? Scotland can be brought in with a call ally. Let's do it. And then... Java... can be swayed if we offer them an obligation or transfer subjects. I don't think Java's assistance will be needed here. Alright, and then anyone else who declares a position will declare a position. Germany, last chance to give me all your cash. Last chance to not be in this thing. Rural folk petition government. Representing his constituents in the rural folk, Daoud Akbash has issued a formal petition to the Turkish government to pass migration controls. One last matter for the day, sir. Members of your constituency arrived this morning. They're asking rather loudly and insistently if you would meet with them about new legislation. Is that it? Goodness, you seem as if you've seen a ghost. I'm sure we can spare the last hour's delight for them, can't we? I believe so, sir. They weren't taking no for an answer. We'll see what we can do. Questionable practices. Released patients from the Constantinople asylum steadily denounced the practices involved in their supposedly medical treatments. Mistreatment of the sick, withholding of personal letters, and disproportionate punishments were among the charges. They would make us sit in a chair for hours, if not for the whole day, in silence. We couldn't talk to any other patient, not even read a book. They would only excuse us to go to the bathroom if we were lucky. Otherwise, it was just a rusty chamber pot. No food, no water. If we were not sick when we were admitted, we would be within a few weeks. Their judgment cannot be trusted. This makes the trade unions upset. We need to entirely revise how the asylums work. This costs us a pile of cash. Or the trade unions can take over the asylums. This costs us a bunch of bureaucracy. I'm going to go with the first one. I think relations with the trade unions are absolutely fine. Alright. So, I think I'm going to put Hassa or Dusu on the front in France. I think that's the play here. We still have overwhelming force comparison here, but the enemy is getting armies that way, and they're getting quite a few of them that way. So we'll see how things go. Alright. Time to get this going, because I think if we can win the fight on this front before they're able to arrive here and get onto the front, we might be able to nip this in the bud. Otherwise, it could be a real headache. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I think they might be able to make it. Two arms. Okay, there is a front. But we've got a pretty solid force comparison on the other. Okay, we're winning on this one. It's a little wonky over here, but we've got a good force comparison, so we're feeling pretty solid. Revolt in Indore in northern India. We'll just revolt. I'm gonna leave that alone because I'm doing a lot of other stuff. We'll go ahead and designate. Hold on, before we do this. See if I can figure out. Okay, it is Brandenburg. So we're going to set Brandenburg as the strategic objective in Germany. Because we got an army on that front. Our force comparison is looking good. We're losing a large battle, but we're winning a small one. So I think we're also winning a battle on this front, so we might be able to get forward on the basis of that. Again, these fronts are very odd. It's very odd that there are two fronts here, frankly. Alright, so that hasn't closed this front. So I think we're going to put this army on defense for now. And then this front will continue to press forward on the attack. We are doing a lot of damage. Oh my goodness, we actually... We're both retreating. Well, that's very strange. Uluru wants a defensive pact? Absolutely. And we're winning the war that we weren't really fighting in Poland, which is just fine. I'm quite pleased with that. Already raised conscripts. Alright. Excellent. And now Poland is a protectorate. So as far as this front is concerned, we're now in a major battle. Oh, we're losing this one. This one, we're fighting. They're still retreating. I think we might win this one, but that's a whole situation. Oh my goodness, the diplomatic plays are popping off everywhere. Peru-Bolivia has set off a situation in South America. There's the election. We're trying to unify with a bunch of states in Brazil. Brazil will have to handle its own situation for the moment because it's just going to have to sort itself out. I don't know why these admirals seem permanently unavailable. Oh my goodness, I don't have any convoy raiders here. Okay, well that was smart. But now we've got convoy raiders, so now we'll be messing up their supplies pretty well. I'm hoping that's how that goes. Wolf packs. Ooh. Death from below chance. Do I have submarines in these fleets? I do, a little bit. Alright, well, we'll see how that goes. So. We both have war support protection at this point. Goodness, they're actually achieving some occupation in Kyushu. That's not great. There's another giant battle happening. And this one, again, we appear to have them massively outclassed, but they're still, quote-unquote, winning. How is our force comparison so good, and yet they're able to have so much success on this front? It's not my favorite. France, I feel like you're not putting the effort in here that I would like you to be putting in, and I'm feeling a little peeved about it. So where are we losing convoys? We're losing convoys in the Horn of Africa. There's a French fleet there, though. Okay. So that should be good to go. Okay, so... running here. And all these armies are on their way here. To the Kyushu Ryuku's front. Well, no, to this front here. That's very curious. Alright, we are winning over here. And we're sinking a ton of enemy convoys here. So this should be... we should be dealing... gosh darn it. I don't keep... we should be damaging their supply situation with our fleet here. So I'm hoping that is going to help us turn the tide over there. Who sides with Kanak? It's revolutionary Kanak. That's okay. And are we going to fight an enemy fleet over here? We'll find out, I suppose. USA is naval invading France right now. Are you guys in a war? You are. Oh, over Senegal. That's right. Completely forgot that was a thing that was happening. Where is 8th Turkish Army? I'm going to put you on this southern front, in the Ryukus, and try to make something happen with that. We're going to take this fleet, meanwhile, and go hunting after this German fleet. Let's see if we can't take them out. They are losing war support faster than we are. They would accept a white peace, which I am frankly tempted to offer them, because I think that would be a victory. I didn't want this war. I'm not going after anything here. And frankly, I seem to be, despite our positive force comparison over here, I seem to be having a real hard time making strides over here. So I think in another few weeks, France might accept this peace deal, and I might just offer it, because honestly, I don't know that this war is going to go any better than it's currently going. France has occupied German Wallonia. If they're able to... well, they are advancing over here. The French are advancing over here, and if they can get a hold of North Rhine... I'm going to set my strategic objective over here, actually, to North Rhine. If they can get a hold of North Rhine, then that will let them get that war goal. And that'll weaken Germany and strengthen France, and that is something I want. So, I think if both of these battles lead to successes, then we might... oh, Pete's sake. We might see something better. Vulnerable front, the Kyushu front. Okay, 8th Turkish Army is once again... alright, so that was the situation with the Ryukus. And now we're putting that back in Kyushu. We are winning this larger battle. Okay, so we did push forward in Kyushu as they transferred troops back to the home front. So I think actually the war is potentially now going our way. And if we can get a hold of German North Rhine, we might be able to swing for the fences and try to score a victory here. Everyone would accept a white piece at this stage, but... Okay, so this is not... This battle is not going well. This battle is successful. And we are pressing forward in Japan. And if we continue to win battles there, we can have success in the war place. Make sure you're escorting convoys. Okay, but force comparison in Europe in the European front has gotten worse. Probably as a result of things going better in the Japanese front. Violent suppression leads to increased discrimination. Radicals in Blue Nile seem to be getting support from discriminated and aware citizens within the state. If they want to protest there, we should let them. We will likely only make things worse if we try to force them to submit. If we deal with them in the future, they will all be in one place and much easier to take care of. We say where they can and cannot protest, let them protest where they want. I don't want the armed forces getting mad right now, so I'm going to say we say where they can and cannot protest. Because having happy armed forces is of vital importance during a war. Alright, so I think when this battle finishes out, we may end up getting a hold of Germany's treaty port over here. And that could be the end of this front. And then we can put our soldiers in France. They'll also put their soldiers in France, but that's... We can devote a lot more strength there, I think, than they can. Yeah, because we've got another 600 battalions, and they've only got 400. Alright, and a new battle has popped off. We are still winning over here. We are having a shortage of bureaucratic capacity. So let's go ahead and grab some more of our government admins and switch them over to the telephone switchboards method. We got ones in Lower Egypt that could use telephone switchboards. And that gets us plenty of extra bureaucracy. Alright. Alright, actually, force comparison's looking wonderful over here now. So I think we're actually properly winning this. We had bad force comparison in the beginning, and that was rough, but now we're doing a lot better. Revolution in the Baltic, fascist Denmark. Interesting. I could tangle with the United Sovereign Archduchy. Excellent. Alright, and now all of our troops are on their way to Alsace-Lorraine. Okay, but before we... who do we have over here? We got Rumeli Ordusu, Anadolu Ordusu, and 6th Turkish Army. And then we've also got 8th Turkish Army somewhere over here. We'll raise their conscripts. They're going to need a little bit more command capacity. Alright, so now we can just get a hold of German North Rhine. Greece, what are you doing? Why would you do this? Why would you act this way? Why would you act the fool? In front of my lump sum payment from J.G. Wentworth, no less. France has got a hold of Alsace-Lorraine, but the place they need is German North Rhine. But if we can get a hold of that, then we can enforce both of these war goals, and then things will be much better. That said, I might only... Alright, perfect. So, I'm going to wait until the day turns over. Are you serious? We, we just got a hold of it. France, you fools. Oh my god. Literally. I can't believe this. I can't believe it. France capitulated just as we got a hold of their main objective. Am I taking crazy pills here? Okay. Alright. In any case, Germany will agree to pay war reparations, so let's go ahead and propose that. And that is going to be the end of the war. Oh my goodness. Alright, hold on. All our trade routes have exploded because a capitalist revolt has kicked off in Austria-Hungary. Yes, I know. Maybe you could just say all of the trade routes at once and not have separate notifications for each. Alright, so what do you have going on? You're a presidential republic with a single party state, as opposed to Austria-Hungary, which is an autocratic monarchy. Okay. Fascist Austria-Hungary. I don't want to involve myself in that. Besides, there's another revolution in Spain that we could get involved in, which I wasn't paying enough attention to because that just sort of happened. So radical Spain, parliamentary republic, single party state. That's wild. All right, our infamy is at 19.8, and I think Poland's doing okay, right? You're not on fire? Okay. Alright, so how long have we been going? We've actually been going for almost virtually an entire episode at this point. Do I want to do any more aggression? It is very strange to me that France capitulated when they did. Because we just gotten a hold of the territory that they wanted. Actually, these have all been kind of long episodes. I might. No, I'm not gonna mess with the save file. I'm not gonna kick off any weird nonsense with that. The temptation is high to just give France North Rhine because we did get a hold of North Rhine. I don't know why they bailed out of the war at just that moment when they had just achieved victory. But I think I'm sure I would have, had I been paying closer attention, it would make more sense to me. In any case, it's been a nice batch of episodes. The beginning of the 60s have been good to Turkey. We've solidly expanded our influence in India and in Africa, and we've achieved some protectorates in Northern Europe. So overall, I'm pretty pleased with how things have gone. And we fended off an attack from Germany, several attacks from Austria-Hungary. In fact, I'm going to go ahead. I don't need to be... This is Turkey and me in Italy. Alright. This is me in Spain. I don't need to be improving relations with Spain at this time. I'm going to improve relations with the new Austria-Hungary, and we'll just see where that goes for the moment. Russia continues to be hostile and antagonistic towards us, and France is still... We're still improving relations with France, and that might bear fruit sometime in the future. Britain's also been surprisingly stable as of the beginning of the 60s, so we'll see how that goes. But for now, I've had fun. I hope you all have had fun. and I will see all of you on the other side.